Yo, Sapo Sama people, it's your boy Mr. Fex here again. So today, just want to do some recap of some trades we did and also some setup we're expecting. So look at this pair. Remember, when you're looking at this market, just going into the fundamental part of this market, we're looking at the expectation of the euro this week. So we're looking at the commercials, the COT contracts, and we're looking at what they're doing. So I'll just come here quickly into this level, and I'll be looking at what the commercials are doing into this asset, which is the euro. Sorry, need to delete one of the. And these indicators, somebody was asking, these are not the sentiments indicator. Okay, this one, they're not optimized. Like they take data from the COT report, the commission, the COT report whereby we have the commercials where they report their contracts every week, every Tuesday of the week, and the report comes out every Friday. So this is where we look at. When I look at this euro, commercials are selling there. All right, these are commercials that are selling, while this one are retailers there. So once I have this, I can actually tell that I'm expecting to sell the euro. But when will I sell? I need to know also their what? Their, how do you call it? I need to know their index, so the strength of the orders. So this, when I have this, I have that supply there and mitigated. We have this supply here, and also we have this one. So we can either start looking for a sale here, or if not, then we'll continue buying up to the next supply zone. So when I have this with me, and I have this with me, I know that when I look at the commercials here, okay, you can see that these guys are selling. And these are the retailers on the other side, the commercials are on the other side. So we'll go to the strength index and we look at the index and to see where are these guys strongly. You can see commercials are down there. These are the commercials. This other line, this one just are retailers on the other side. Commercials are here, retailers are trend following, right? That's why they are bullish. And once we are here, I can actually tell that we're below the 20%, and the strength is very strong. These guys are selling. Then I'll go to the valuation, right? I'll look at the valuation of this price. Yeah. I look at the valuation, you can see I have, when I go to daily time frame, on my daily time frame, this is my how do you call this one? This is my supply zone. But this line here is just the refined because I'm marking that week as well. And I'm seeing the reaction of price within this, around this area. Okay. Around this area. I want to see how the price is treating this level because that's my supply zone. So once I show that, but again, I'll not just sell because this is a supply zone. I need another confirmation to look at the interest rates, the treasury bonds, and also the strength of the dollar. So I'll come here on the next one. This one's evaluation. I look at it. So here, once we are overvalued, then I'll be looking forward to sell it. But you can see, as for now, all right? As for now, we are not yet overvalued. These three things here, these three lines, people, you can see here. This one, let me just share with you a little bit. You to see them. See symbol 1, symbol 2, symbol 3. This is just the dollar index. Okay. This is the dollar index. Let me try to share it with you a little bit here. You see, this one is the dollar, the DXY. Then the second one, this is just the dollar future, gold future, right? You know the price of gold affected other products, other things, the treasury bonds there. So we have some sensitive things that we're looking at. And now the treasury bonds are now overvalued. You're waiting for DXY, the gold also to cross. Then we'll be looking for short positions. For now, once I see this tells me that I'll continue buying until I'm overvalued. That's when I'll sell. Because only when I'm overvalued, like you can see here, overvalued, then here, I looked for a sell. When I was here, I was undervalued, then I looked for a buy, all right? So I'll keep being the same. You see, overvalued, you sell, right? Undervalued, you do what? You buy. So this is just something that I look at, but I'm following a lot of things, a lot of confirmation for me to open a position. So you see that the moment I knew that I was still not overvalued, I continued looking for a buy. And that's why you see this price has been pushing higher with upside. This was just a demand zone that was left on 4H. that was never tapped. This level was never tapped here. The price shifting, so you remove it here. Then the next level we had, okay, I'm just showing you what to expect. I'm not going so much deep into technicals, no. This was another level here. If you use the 1 hour time frame, you'll see it. Another supply we had here, the price came back there. But I missed this trade because I was asleep when the price came back here. That was around, when it came back around this zone. I don't know what time was that when the price approached here, but I was asleep, I remember. Then I wanted to get my re-entry onto this demand, but the price just retraced back to a little bit imbalance there. Was never tapped in and the price left the zone. So as for now, this zone has been violated, not respected. So what I'll do this, okay, clear that zone like that. And I'll have I know that the price has swept that level, going into that supply, okay? When we are in this supply, so what we're doing here is that within this supply, price tapping there. So the only level that again seems to be, because right now I'm in that supply. So I know that I have a very sensitive level up there. So if the price will go back to this demand here, this demand here, and I want to see what will happen, but at least I want to see the price going away and building a lot of liquidity before coming back, then I look for a buy, right? So that's my point of view on the euro. And look, I'm looking again on the euro future. So there's a reason I look at the euro future and not the currency. Okay, so I'll go to the next page, which is 6J. 6J is here. When you look on a bigger time frame, we see that when you look at the 6J on the bigger time frame, which is on the weekly time frame, we look at the commercials. What are they doing? When you look at the commercials that are heavily selling. So if these guys are selling, also I want to align myself with them. But there's some more confirmations that they need. What they are selling, I look at the strength. How strong are they selling there? Just come back here. I look at their orders. You can see they are heavily pushing to the downside. So the JPY is very powerful. These guys are selling. If they are selling, the next one I'll use the valuation. I want to see, is the price overvalued? Is the price ready to drop? You can see when I look at the valuation, the price is not yet overvalued. This means that I can continue buying the JPY until it's overvalued, then I can sell. But when I look at, again, this valuation information, I see that the moment the price was undervalued here, we bought, right? When the price was overvalued, we sold this area. So the price I'm waiting for it to be again undervalued, then I can buy. So what does it mean? Logically, it tells me that I can continue selling the JPY, not buying. I can continue selling it until when it's undervalued, then I can do what? I can buy to the upside. When it's overvalued, then when I'll sell now, I'll align myself with the institutional, the commercials. So now once I have that information with me, right, I can look for something like another thing I can use is the focus. I look at the focus. What is the expectation of this pair, right? And look at this expectation. I see I'm expecting this price to drop. So I already have a lot of data there in mind. So when I go back here in technicals, something tells me I need to identify if price I've looked at the information now, the fundamental, I know that I'm going to have a short-term sell, then I'll buy, then I'll have a long-term sell. So when I look on the left, I'm seeing this supply here, a very nice supply zone. And again, I'm seeing there's a demand here and another demand there. So I'm looking at this supply that the price tapped into it first. And we know that the supply zone will give the market a reaction. So the price, if the market starts falling here, all right, this now is a drop in price because it's coming from that, from the supply zone. We're dropping down there. This tells me that we're going to come into this demand. Then we'll have a short-term buy until we are overvalued. Then we'll now have a long-term sell. So once I have that in mind, I know that the price is going to drop into this demand. So if I know that it's going to drop in this demand and I know the power of the JPY, this means that I'm going to go to the lower time frame technically and continue looking for the JPY to sell. So if I come just to 1 hour time frame to save on time, 1 hour time frame, we can see the price after shifting, it has been breaking the downside and accumulating the supply zone. So you see, this was the last supply that was tapped here. Okay, tapped there, and the price is pushing down. So here again, you see this was the 1 hour supply was tapped here. The moment this level was tapped, I know logically that technically the way I do things, and I know the power of the JPY. If we're going to fall into this demand, this means that I'm selling, all right? I'm selling the JPY future. putting the stop around there, and I'm selling it into this demand. Once I know that I'm selling the JPY, what do? I know the power of the JPY. I go on those other JPY pairs and I start buying all of them. Guys, you remember last time I made a video, I was telling you that we're going to buy all the JPY pairs. So when I go to JPY pairs now, sorry, man, sorry for that. What is this? Okay. When I go to JPY pairs, I'm going to buy all of them. And today I took just a small one trade today because I woke up late. So I took the GPP JPY, which is a buy. Let's look at it. GPP JPY, because there's something, the people in my community, you guys know what we do. And for those who are willing to join us, you're welcome. GPP JPY, GPP JPY, right? Yeah, I took a buy here. Okay, if you look at this structure, I took a buy. Now, you see, I had a lot of levels, but once I know what the JPY is doing, I'm not going to bother myself to start don't analyzing, because you see, when you look at the JPY itself as a pair, you're likely to be trapped into this level that looks like a supply zone, you see, and you'll end up getting wrong data that will give you a different signal. So you might end up getting trapped. But remember, I've said that we're going to, as the JPY will be falling, you will also be buying the JPY. I mean, we'll be buying anything paired with the JPY up to the next supply. So the next supply is here, right? That we want this pair moving there. So my buy that I'm having, I'm holding until I go into this level, while the JPY will pushing to the lower side. So once I see this, that's why I came to the lower time frame, and I looked at the zones that were there. So if I look at this, I'll remove this one. I don't need this level here, but I had the additional level, which was this one, and this was extreme. So if I'm buying there, I'm targeting my buys into this next supply there, at least there. That is risk reward ratio, and I had a stop of almost 30 pips. And the reason is we did this technicals with you guys last night. We happened to talk about the phase 1, phase 2, and we said that the price will either come here or come here. So I did not place my buy limit. I was supposed to place my buy limit here, but I like watching the price in real time. So I was to enter here. See here, to put my stop here. But I missed it. So when I woke up, I just realized, oh, the price was left. Then I went to a lower time frame, which is the 30 minutes, and I saw this bullish order block there. So I placed my buy limit there and it was activated. And now I'm into that trade. So that's what I'm holding for now. So let's continue moving. Let's go to the pound. I'm just giving you the heads up, guys, what you should expect and what you should be doing. Okay, this is just my ideas. Now, when you come here, again, you look here, we're going back to the rules. Look at the commercials. What are they doing on the pound? Commercials who are selling now, they are buying, right? They are buying while retailers are selling. Retailers are always on the other side. So try to read this. We see what these guys are doing. So what I'll do, I'll just remove that one. I know there's a small buy there. Look at the index, how strong are they? You see, when you have something, information like this means that we don't have a clear data, right? So you tend to stay away. But because commercials, they take a lot of time, we can still capitalize this move using the valuation. Go to the valuation and look what is happening here. And on the valuation, we need to see where are the possibilities. When you start this information here, we know how it works. When you are undervalued there, we buy. When you are overvalued there, we sell. When you go undervalued again, we buy. When we are overvalued again, we sell. So here we are not undervalued, but we're at least approaching again overvalued. So what does it mean? We continue buying until we are overvalued, then we sell. It's just as simple as that. So once you have that in mind, okay, once you know that now you have this data with you, you know what to do. So what do you do here? I can now technically go there and start looking for a buy, and I try to identify any pending supply, which will be my next target. When I come here, you can see, allow me to do this. We can see we have this unmitigated supply here, and also we have another one up here, another one up there. So when I start buying this supply that I'm having here, it's becoming my first target here. I can buy here and push to the upside using the valuation. So now go down on the technicals, we can see here we are having this level was supposed to be tapped, it was never tapped. So I'll do this technically. I'll remove this level that have not been tapped because I know how this market is gonna move. So the level I wanted to buy from here, actually, guys, I missed this one. I wanted to buy here, I missed this one, and the market has really moved well. Let me tell you guys, the moment you have the picture of where the price is going, you enjoy this market. It went almost 72 pips we missed, but now, if you want, I want you guys to watch the pound, all right? If it comes back here, my friend, just take this buy. What I mean is that go to your euro, to your gbpusd, buy and target the next supply zone there. That's just a lick. You guys, we know we are already, we have phase 1 is done. We are now on P3. You guys know when I talk of P3, you can see the P3 is building up. And these are setup that I wish that you guys you monitor and you take it. Now let's go to the next pair. The next pair is the Swiss. The Swiss I was anticipating for it to drop, but I did not want to be part of that move. There's a reason I'm going to say. Now look at this one. We look at the commercials. Commercials, what are they doing here? Commercials are selling or retailers are buying. So commercials are selling, but retailers are buying. Why? Because the price looks bullish. They chase the trend. Now, when I look at the next information, which is the index, I look at it, you see commercials are still selling, man. Retailers are up there. Very nice to sell the CHF. Now, let's go to the valuation and look at the valuation, and I'll look at it and I study now the information that we have here. Now, according to valuation, we see that the price is originating from undervalue and approaching this level. What does it mean? It tells me that I can continue buying until I'm overvalued there, then I can now have a long-term sale. Once I have that time in mind, I know that I can still have a chance to buy. Now I'll come here, psychologically prepared, technically prepared. First, I look on any level that is unmitigated. I look back here, I see this supply zone and mitigated a very good level. Then I'll go back to, I'll drop now to a lower time frame. I look for any level I can buy from. Any level I can buy from. And you see, when I look at this level, I see this one's a clean level, a demand that I want to buy from. But there's a way we look at the market. You people, you know how we do. We have faces there. So I'm looking at this level, the liquidity face building up, and I want to see the price come here to buy. But again, on my mind, I knew that, okay, if I'm waiting to buy, I can again sell the pair up to this level before I buy again. So I could sell. So I did identify this level. I showed how the price went high and liquidity, and it left this. I'm sure you guys can see these are very clean demand here. Very clean demand. A very nice demand there. We could buy there. But we could sell, when you look at this demand, I wanted us to sell this demand there, right? But I did not want to go into that trade because I looked at the number of pips from that low to this high. Okay, look at that number of pips. You see, almost 175 pips. I was like, man, I can't take this one. I tried to refine it into this level, which is was it a 30-minute structure? You see, if you go to 30 minutes again, I was to take this one as my supply. You see, I just placed this thing here, but I did not want to be in that trade. I just want to say, okay, I just watch it. I don't want to be in that trade, but I just want to watch how the market's gonna move. But I had this my notification alarm here. If the price could come there, maybe I could have taken a small risk. But you can see we are now dropping to the downside. But I'm not in that move. But actually, my target is that I'm waiting to buy down there. So when we go to the next pair, which is xauusd, look at the xauusd. We have also on I'm giving you the updates, guys. We look at the commercials on the xauusd. Commercials are now buying, retailers are selling. How strong are their orders? Let's see who's controlling who. Commercials, again, this where the market is in a range and it's not a good zone to go in, but I can use the valuation to be part of the move. So I need to go to daily time frame. I look at that. Oh, wow. We are now overvalued. What does it mean? We are supposed to start looking for sales. We're supposed to start looking for sales. Now, once I have that in mind, I can now maneuver around it, try to see any level that's then mitigated. But you can see, when you try to look around, the only level we had unmitigated was this one, but it has already been mitigated. This was our supply, right? This was our supply. But you see the price has gone just above it. What does it mean?
this price is likely to push into this other level because we have this fresh supply zone that has not been tapped, and hence this one seems to be has been violated, or the market, if it just sweep that liquidity above there and close below, well and good. But I tend to believe we are likely to push into that fresh level before the price drops. So if once I see that, I can, first of all, I just want to put myself into buy direction until the next supply zone. Once we have that, let's go back to 1 hour time frame now, look for technicals. On 1 hour time frame, the only level I can see that looks reasonable for me to buy is this level. And I think this was a false demand. We look at this is a false demand. So I want to see the price before it comes back here. I want to see it taking a lot of time. Taking a lot of time. Then when it comes here, I'll buy. But if it just come here very fast, I'll not buy. So I want to see it creating a lot of accumulating more liquidity, then I'll take that to buy. If not, then I'll want to see if it violates that level, then my next level of interest will be around this zone because it has accumulated a lot of liquidity into this range here. So that is just my point of view on that Audi. Let's go to the card. The card is also running away. We look at the card on a bigger time frame, looking at it fundamentally. And look at the card here. Commercials are selling, retailers are buying, because the retailers are always chasing the trend, so they are buying there. Commercials are selling. Now, once I have that, I can look at the strength of those orders. The strength of the orders, we see commercials, you can see again, commercials are selling. So let's see now the valuation, what is happening on the valuation. Okay. When you look at the valuation, we're originating from undervalue, which means that we first bought when we are undervalue here, you see, undervalue you buy, overvalue you sell, undervalue again you buy. We are now heading to overvalued. So this means that we can have a short-term buy before we sell. This means that we can buy until we go into the supply. So once I have that in mind, technically I prepare myself. I know that I should be positioning myself in the long position. I go on the lower time frame, like the 4 hour time frame. I try to look for anything that looks a little bit reasonable, like a demand. So I look at this level now. What is this? Don't like seeing the gaps there. So let's try to fill these gaps first. Now, once those gaps have been filled, now when I look at this technically, I see on the first time frame, I could see this was one of the good demand. And remember what we said, guys, you break the structure, market has to go away. And right now, what I just want to see is the market to play around this, the whole of today to play around here, tomorrow to drop down on that. The next day will be buying. That is maybe on Thursday or Friday. So once I have that, that's a level. But if I go to 1 hour time frame, you can see still the same levels there. So that's what I want to see. So the card, I'm waiting for it to come back here. If it comes back here, remember when it comes back here, I'll be buying. So right now, the card, the USD card is selling because of the bullish move there. Look at that. USD card right now is a drop, a very, very strong drop. Very, very strong drop. Can you see that? Yeah, so that's the power of understanding the futures. Now let's go to the New Zealand dollar. When you go to the New Zealand dollar, there's something about this pair that I also want to look at it. And I look at this one, the commercials, what are they doing here? Look at the commercials. What are they doing here? They are kind of in a zone, consultation zone, but they were selling. They seems to be turning there. But let's look at the strength because we'll get a clear picture there in the strength. When you look at this strength, these guys, they are doing what? Again, the market's kind of neutral, but they were buying, but the market's a little bit neutral. So I don't want to put myself there, but I can identify points that have not been mitigated as supply zones. When I look at this one, I see there was this supply zone there. Okay. And again, up there was another unmitigated weekly supply. If I go to the weekly time frame, you'll easily see this level very clean there. But you can see here, when I go now to daily, I look at the valuation. I can use the valuation to put myself somewhere. Now I look at this price is approaching to overvalued. What does it mean? I can start preparing to look for a sell. If I sell preparing to look for a sell, I can see I had this supply here, but when I refine it a little bit, and I try to refine this supply here, when I refine it, you can see the purple line there. I think that was the first refine. Let's see if that was the first refine zone. Okay, on the first refine zone, you see, now this one must be a 3 hours. There's a way I refined this level. There's a way I did refine this level.
Was it 2 hours? There's a way I did refine that level with the purple line there. Okay, yeah, I took this candle here as my refinement there because of the imbalance below it. So you can see once I have that, I tried now to go back to the rules. I'm looking at two things here. I say that, okay, if the price comes back here, I'll buy it. It comes back here, I'm going to buy it. But just before it comes back here, it needs to take a lot of time before coming here. Then I'll buy, shoot it and buy, then I'll sell it again. And again, I wanted to sell the pair if only the pair will have done what? You see, it left this zone here and mitigated. This is a 30 minutes zone, okay? And mitigated. If it takes a lot of time here, a lot of time, then it goes back there, I'll sell it. So that's what I'm waiting for that. So I think I reached there. So the next pair I want to share with you is the BTC. The BTC, this one is a pair that you guys have shared this setup with you. We are looking at it on a bigger time frame, and we're looking at the commercials. No, valuation, you saw the price was already overvalued. Once I saw that, I just wanted to position myself in a short position. So I looked at supply zone, and you can see on daily, this was the supply zone that was here. But I tried to refine it on the 4 hours time frame. Was it 4 hours? You go to 4 hours, you see I took that shadow or the week. The price came back there. I went a little bit to a lower time frame. Try to apply my technicals. I do my things. Price broke the structure, shifted, and I saw the third phase taking a lot of time. I positioned myself there. Actually, this is a setup that was done around a couple of days ago. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see if I'll be able to share the information there. You see, this is the setup itself, BTC, USD, the same thing. The same thing, if I take you to BTC USD, you will see that BTC, this one is the Bitcoin futures, but when I go to BTC USD, you'll see it. It's here. Coinbase, we're here, right? So you can see this the same setup. Sorry. What's that? BTC. Yeah, this is the same place. You can see we're having our short position there. So still holding it. And we want to see the price push to the downside, straighten out, break even. Right now, I'm only holding this pair, which is the BTC sell position, and also GPP, JPY buy position. What buy position there? We are there. So we're holding that. The next pair I want to share with you as I end this session is gold. When I look at gold future, we know that gold, when you look at it from all the data we have, look at the commercials that are selling gold. We look at the index, these guys, they are what? They are actually selling it, but the retailers are buying it to the upside. So you can look at the valuation to see if you are overvalued, you start looking for sell position. What's that? You see you are overvalued there. So start preparing to look for sell. So what do? I go to a lower time frame, technicals, apply my rules. Now you can see this price. It has eventually shifted, break of structure and the shift. So I need to find a supply zone. I need to see this price taking a lot of time here, a lot of time. Then to go back to my level, then I'll sell it. So right now it might take a lot of time and it might even drop into this clean demand here. Then we might see it again going back there to any level that will be there. Then I look for a sell. So this one, I'm just waiting to see what will play out. But the supply that I would like to use, let me see if we have a hidden supply. Okay, I'm not seeing anything good. This level doesn't look well. But that seems to be a good zone. If it will go back there, I'll take a small risk first. So possibly, let me get a small zone. This supply seems to be so big, man. Wow. Even on 1 minute, I'm trying to refine it the best level possible. Yeah. At least here. It comes back there, I'll take a small risk. So the price will go back there. then I'll take a small risk to go short. Otherwise, guys, thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, you share, and drop your comment. What do you want me to cover in my next video? Otherwise, guys, I hope to see you around.